Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Mark Parham Podcast. Please follow me on Spotify. All you have to do is just type in Mark Parham Podcast to follow me on Spotify. I really wanted to talk about immigration real quick. I keep on looking at, the different hearings, and I think I forget his name, but he's like the head of sort of the Immigration Border, Patrol or something like that. And every time they get this guy, they have him, testify, and, the congressmen and people are asking him different questions. He always acts like he doesn't know what's going on. And so I saw one situation where a Republican asked, well, how many people are coming across the border, and, can you put a number on this and a number on that? And this guy always acts clueless. And something tells me, I'm not trying to sound like a person that believes in all these conspiracies, but I really think that this is almost like, as I like to say, I use the term planned chaos. These Democrats, they think, well, if we let all of these folks from Mexico and some of these places come across the border, that'll help with more Democrats being elected around the country. I think in the future it's going to backfire, because some of these folks that are crossing the border don't really like some of the things that the Democrats are trying to push. And so again, some of these folks crossing the border, they're not into the whole gay agenda. They're not into the whole LGBT and all this stuff they're trying to push. Some of these folks are still, even though it might not seem like it, but they still, have family values and stuff like that, some of them. And so again, for the Biden administration to go on TV and act like they are concerned about immigration, and that they, I think they've even showed Biden, he's visited the border wall, or somebody from the administration, and, they're doing something about it, and this is the plan and all this other stuff, when I've seen images of the border wall where the fence isn't even completed, or in some places there's no fence at all. And, everybody has seen these people cross. It's so bad that you have folks looked like one guy was from, I don't know, maybe Africa, or another person was from China, that were, crossing the Mexican border. And the government knows this stuff. If the government can track everything else, if they can, track what you're saying on your phone and your electronic devices, it's amazing that the folks who are running, the Border Patrol, don't know how many people are coming across, and just a bunch of stuff. It's a very easy problem to solve. How do we solve it? Finish building the border wall. America, we have the top architects, designers. We've done hard things before. You have folks who are sending, rockets and stuff to outer space. We can't build a simple border wall, or we can't build a structure that can, keep these folks on their side. I find that amazing. Every time that, it's brought up, it's almost like you would think it's the hardest thing to do in the world. We have tons of people who are real estate developers, who are, people who know engineering, people that are very skilled, that could put something up there that would stop the flow of all of these people coming across. But again, they get up on TV, and, some of the folks in the Biden administration, they put out a bunch of lies. It's all a smokescreen. They really want to have these people come over. They want to have them dependent on the government, and they look at these folks as new voters. It's almost like black folks. Every year, black people vote for the Democrats, and the Democrats don't do anything for black folks. You look at some of these black communities, the neighborhoods have actually gotten worse, each decade. And the Democrats, every time, election season, every time, folks are about to go to the polls, all of a sudden they can put a bunch of blacks on cable television, or put a bunch of Mexicans or Hispanics on cable television, and, we've done this, and we've appointed this person, and the first black person for that, or the first Hispanic person for that. And, it's just all a smokescreen. Notice that they did that with Kamala Harris, with the black vote. Kamala Harris was putting on the Converse and doing the sister girl act. And if you notice, there was a situation at Howard University. I think some people on the campus were complaining about, the conditions and, the science labs and how things were all, sort of run down. And I don't even think Kamala even showed up to talk to any of the students or anything. I might be wrong, but I remember it was such a big thing. It even made some of the news stations when people were complaining about the conditions and stuff like that. And Kamala, didn't even really, make it a big issue. And isn't she a graduate of Howard University? So, that's how the Democrats operate. They only care about some of these quote unquote minority voters when it's time to get votes. And so when election time comes up, Biden and them will be, they'll put every Latino they can find or every Hispanic person they can find on television and, we did this for the Hispanic community and we did this for the black community. They don't really care. If they cared so much, the statistics wouldn't be so bad. You have folks in some of these neighborhoods, you have students that can hardly read at a fourth grade level, black and Hispanic. So again, more and more people are seeing through this. Look at how much money we give, all this money to, the Ukraine and, to fight in that war when we should be investing in our inner cities and we should be investing in America and the Midwest and down south. We have so many things in America that we need to fix. You see the news and you have, we have problems with our infrastructure and all sorts of stuff, but we go spend our money in other places. So people, I'm happy because I'm online a lot and people are waking up to the madness. People are saying that Joe Biden, and who knows, they'll do something really crazy where, he'll quote unquote win the election again. I'm predicting that. Even though, they're saying Trump has a good chance or the Republicans have a good chance this year. We know that the Democrats are going to use their tactics again, claim that, certain votes don't count and that, every vote has been counted. They're going to do something with the machines to make sure Biden wins again. And the sad part about it, you have some Republicans where all they do is talk. It's like there's people that need to go to jail. You look at all of these hearings, even with the hearings on immigration and stuff like that, where you have people bringing stuff across the border that's illegal, and even, human trafficking, all sorts of stuff. But no one ever goes to jail. And so, the Democrats, you see what they're doing with Trump and they're trying to, have him locked up. The Republicans also, an eye for an eye. Maybe give jail time or find a way where we can lock up some of these people that are, doing this evil stuff to America. And I think that head of border patrol or whatever his name is, he needs to be the first person to be behind bars for what he's doing to the country. I just find it amazing. We're a country with all this technology and we can't track human beings. We're not stupid. We're in a country where they track everything. A store can track, how many chairs or tables have been bought in that day. With all this technology, we have companies like Google, Apple, Oracle, that we can't track people. That's a lie. They want people to believe, all of these lies and act like, it's such an impossible thing to do. Don't believe them. If you have an internet connection, create some YouTube videos, speak out. And I really feel sorry for the folks that live in states like Texas and Louisiana, because those are the people that are on the front lines. It's one thing. You have some people on the East Coast that are complaining. They're seeing what Eric Adams is doing in New York City, but the folks in Texas are really going through it. We might see maybe a few thousand people or a few hundred people here and there, but you look at the folks in Texas, they're dealing with millions of people that are coming through those borders. So again, stay strong, speak out, do what you got to do, but don't stay silent. A lot of these liberals and stuff, they want you to stay silent. They want you to just go along with the agenda. Again, make a video, make a podcast, do something. Anyway, please follow me on Spotify. All you have to do is type in Mark Parham podcast and enjoy your afternoon. Thank you.